With FBC Sports, ground conditions will be as they were 2 weeks ago when Naita Siri and Tailevu lock horns for the first Digicel Cup semi-final tomorrow afternoon at 3:30. Shelvin Chan spoke to Graham Eden, the man known as the voice of rugby, who gave his insight on the game.
It will almost be like a replay. The ground conditions almost same and the lineups virtually unchanged.
In the Naita series side is the improvement that must surely have been made by the shifting Vunaki, who can't be left out of the Naita series side because of course, his mighty boot. But they've introduced him back to his better position in at playmaker. At halfback, he was slow.
The two teams have an equally powerful backline, but who will it be tomorrow that will have the edge?
However, when we look back over the game of that couple of weeks ago, I think it's fair to say that Tailevu didn't win. No, it was Naita Siri lost.
Most people are saying it could be a repeat of 2 weeks ago, but the man who has been with Fiji rugby for almost 5 decades sees it differently.
I might say, and I dare say, a referee's mistake gave a penalty to Tailevu and they got let off the hook. Otherwise, I think Naita Siri would have taken it then.
On paper, Tailevu looks to be the favourites, but neither Siri have questioned Tailevu's reign this year.
I think that if we get a repeat of style, do away with the individualism of both sides when they lost contact, if that happens, I think that the teamwork of Naita Siri will outplay the individual efforts of Tailevu. I still think we're in for a surprise.
Tailevu and Naita Siri will have 80 minutes to decide which of the two deserves a place in the finals. Whatever the outcome may be, it's set to be a thrilling game. Shelvin Chan, FBC Sports.
The Tailevu and Naita Siri lineups remain virtually unchanged for the semi-final clash tomorrow. Naita Siri has retained the team that lost to Tailevu 2 weeks ago, with only Kolinio Vunaki moving back to fly half. For Tailevu, only one change. France-based Ilyasa Keresoni gets a start on the wing. There's been much fuss over the QBS and Assemblies of God rugby rematch, but a former Flying Fijian coach believes the winner this time around will be the team with a better understanding of the game. Akasita Tale looks at what to expect tomorrow.
They've already had a test of each other's strengths and weaknesses. The rematch will show who's learned the lessons in 1 week of preparations.
QVS being the more superior physical side, they want to show that in the way they play, in dominating the facets of the game. But as I said, AOG, for AOG to have an advantage to play smarter rugby, I think they could have an edge over QVS.
Even parents, families and old scholars are all geared up for tomorrow's semi-final, ready to rally behind their teams. However, there is still some concern when it comes to the level of skill, strength and conditioning of schools rugby.
If we have a stronger emphasis on development of skill components as well as more game time and training at the junior level from 14 to 18, I think we have a better chance because this is the only age group that you can have an influence in to determine the future of our future ruggers.
The future of our national team depends more or less on how we mold these young players. This is, after all, the first step to donning the Flying Fijians jumper. Who will it be? Vulinitu or Kinoya? Only time will tell. Akusita Tale, FBC Sports.
Nandi will host Suva in the Fiji Sun GP Batteries National Football League on Sunday. While the two teams differ in many ways, both face the same problem. Shelvin Chan has more.
It seems both Nandi and Suva are finding it hard to get all players into train for the first league match after the BOG. While rain had been blessing Suva throughout the week, Nandi was also not spared.
We have been affected by this heavy rain and the adverse weather condition, and the training has not been up to what we were expecting, and it's not up to par because it has been raining very, very heavily.
Nandi has not been able to train to their liking, but will put up a good fight if the game does go on.
At actually what we have been looking at, we have been talking to the boys. They have been training up for training, but the ground availability is a problem at the moment. But nevertheless, we have done a little bit of physical, even though there wasn't 100% turnout. So we have a plan to play against Suva if we are asked to play.
In the last 3 outings, Suva won twice and Nandi took out the last match in the BOG.
Soccer is a game where you cannot predict. And, it all depends upon, the ground condition, the weather condition, and, the amount of training that the teams have done.
There is hope that fine weather persists and provides for good soccer match on Sunday. The two teams will also have to deal with ground conditions as a major volleyball tournament will take place in Prince Charles Park. Shalvin Chand, FBC Sports.
Usain Bolt has done it again. The Jamaican claimed his second gold medal in London to become the first man ever to retain the Olympic 200-meter title. He completed the double victory in a time of 19.32 seconds. Jamaica claimed gold, silver and bronze in the race. Bolt will try for his third gold in the team relay later tonight. And that was your Friday night sports.